So this is good because people can just say, okay, why can't we use just, that's why even Brazil, they don't, no. Those who are using 100%, okay, they have now to balance. Number one, the ethanol is supposed to be 100%, more or less, 99.9 pure. And to get that purity, it's not a joke. It's not just you take the sugarcane juice and you start. Ask those students who worked on production of ethanol last year, it wasn't a joke to get even 95% purity. That's why when you go to Chemex, you ask them, give us 96%, they will tell you 2.5 liters is 500 rand. This is a joke. Just because of the distillation process, it takes too much energy. Are you with me? But for us, we said, no. Instead of getting to that level, while we need higher purity, we can get our oil. We mix it even with 95% ethanol that we can make ourselves. And we produce biodiesel with a higher heating value. Any other question, guys? Yes, Takula.
It's a contribution to add on to, like, before they calculate the car itself, the mass of it, the components, the lighter it is, the less fuel it's going to need. Just like when you're driving at high speeds, you're advised to close the windows, because if the windows are open, the air will get in and the increased pressure. That means your car's weight is going to increase, and then there will be more fuel consumption. So they will calculate like the heat value, like the energy needed to drive the car, right? So there's a physics element using force is equal to mass times acceleration. The mass of the car, the less the mass, because there's a direct proportion of the car, the less force it's going to need. And so when you're using ethanol, sometimes it might not be enough to pull the car in the fuel tank, and you can go like the accelerator and the car is not moving. So there's also a relation with the car and the fuel that you're going to produce.
Wonderful. My friend, why did you go to do chemistry? What are you doing there? See this? You go there by mistake, my friend. I would like just to tell you, this is the same thing I can make you to think. Why do you think lighter cars use gasoline and the trucks, they use diesel? You see the trucks, it's very rare to see a driver with those truckers to go to take gasoline. They use more or less diesel. Generally, diesel. You know why? Okay. Yeah, it's beautiful to say, okay, we can use ethanol 100%. Be careful. Be careful. Because the heating value is very important. Okay? Shorter is the molecule, smaller it's going to be the heating value. Okay? Because you don't have a lot of bonds to break. When you break one, you're going to have a certain amount of energy. But when you break 15, the energy will be accordingly. Okay, another question, guys? Yes, Miriam?
I want to ask about the production of bioethanol.
Yes.
If the time it takes to produce bioethanol, it will affect the time to take to produce the biodiesel. Since we want to produce bioethanol from palm wine.
Yes.
Or from any other source.
Yes. So
how long does it take to produce bioethanol?
Okay.
To affect the time.
For good engineering company, it will not, because engineers used to plan ahead. If you know, by example, you're gonna start producing ethanol at the beginning of May, all right, and we could produce bioethanol in 3 days. So we're gonna start now to produce our bioethanol before May. So in May we're gonna have enough bioethanol. You understand? So everything is a matter of planning ahead, knowing the process and planning ahead. It should not be a problem. Is it okay? And the good news for you, I would like just to tell you, our biodiesel is coming from the same source, the palm tree. Everything from the palm tree. Yeah. Another question?
Yes, I have another question. See, like, as in a point of view of a consumer.
Yes.
I don't know if like a market research, like to see the price at which the biodiesel that we produce would be sold. Because currently, I think when I read last year, the biodiesel that is produced by other people and the biodiesel, it's more expensive than the diesel because it's coming from natural sources as well. So how would we shine among the other people who are also producing biodiesel? And why would someone, let's say someone that has a car, why would, if we make our own, I don't know, our own gas station of just biodiesel, why would that person prefer ours than going to someone else which is also producing biodiesel?
Okay.
The prices.
Okay, in terms of the price, you need to bear in mind that the fixing of the price depend on many parameters. Are you with me? One of them is the price of the feedstock. Beside the technology, when you look at the feedstock, you will see that most of people who are producing biodiesel outside, they are not using, excuse me, guys, I was speaking.